Hello, good people. We are back with our next episode of Faith at Work Messages. And I am Pamela Robinson Smith, and
And
you are.
I am Kyrie Smith McCall.
And who are you to me?
I'm your one and only son.
Right on. My one and only son, my sunshine. That's who he is. So we're going to share our screen because today, what is our topic for today, Kyrie?
Environmental wellness.
So we're going to go ahead and put up our presentation. Adjust our screen a little bit. All right. Environmental wellness. So far we have been talking about the 8 dimensions of wellness because our ministry business, that is the focus. Our ministry business focuses on teaching the tips and thoughts about the 8 dimensions of wellness so that people, particularly in our own communities, can fully understand it and hopefully find some balance. Kyrie's going to tell us where this concept even came from.
But before we dive deep into this, let's give you all a little history about the 8 dimensions of wellness. Dr. Peggy Swarbrick conceived this wellness practice back in the 1990s while at Rutgers University. Her goal for this was to bring awareness to the struggle and effects of imbalanced areas in people's lives. This episode is our interpretation of her concept. Also, we referenced information from the article What is Environmental Wellness from stride.com/AU.
Okay, so what are the 8 dimensions of wellness? The 8 dimensions of wellness include financial, social, physical, spiritual, emotional, occupational, intellectual, financial, and today we're talking about environmental. Okay, Kai, tell us, what is environmental wellness?
Environmental wellness encompasses several senses within an individual, such as safety, comfort, and connection with physical surroundings. Environmental wellness can be improved by being in close harmony with the world and your community. Wellness begins with daily surroundings and personal spaces that can affect our mental condition, emotional well being, and productivity.
Environmental wellness consists of living in an emotionally healthy environment while also being aware of and respectful of the environment around you. The environment you live in definitely can have a subconscious effect on you. So I can tell you from my own certainty that if you live someplace that's bland, for me, I need color. Okay. I need color. I need brightness. I need um, music and things of that nature. Those things put me in a good mood and make me happy. I want to be comfortable in wherever I am in my home. So those, like having an environment where you feel safe and where you could just be relaxed and enjoy yourself. Would you agree?
Yes, I certainly will agree. It's important to have an environment for you where you shouldn't be afraid to be yourself instead of having to put on a facade because most people do that on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's exhausting. So wherever you live, and even in times when you work, like when I, worked in the office, my office was decorated to suit my personality because for me, I'm visually motivated by what I see around me. Um, and even so much as like what you smell, like aromatherapy type situation where you want to just feel a sense of comfort and safety and freeness to be who you are and perform your best. Why is environmental wellness important, Kyrie?
Well, respect is a key component in environmental well being, specifically for nature and animals. Ways to cultivate wellness include adopting environmental friendly practices. Also, becoming more environmentally conscious can lead to a more balanced existence.
Right. We talked about balance a couple of times already. And the one thing I can say is that as we talk about each dimension of wellness, it's in a hope that our listeners, our viewers, are willing to work on each dimension of wellness to help bring their life into balance. And because that's like natural. I mean, even they talk about the environmental well-being of nature, of animals, and at the end of the day, humans are like animals.
Yeah.
So we're going to give some tips about environmental wellness. The first one being create a healthy, happy living space. So we kind of started talking about that already. Actions such as removing pollutants, chemicals, and cleaning goods and cosmetics. The elimination of dangerous compounds is beneficial for our environmental wellness. So, like nowadays, even the cleaning products they make now don't have all those damaging chemicals in them. Whereas when I was coming up, people were just making cleaning products and then later found out it could be cancer causing. Find little spaces of tranquility. Places such as a seat or a window can be a place to reset and regain peace from within. So, from my perspective, I find peace when I sit outside on my porch and kind of be around nature, just watching the sky, sometimes the trees, just listening, you know, to what's going on around me and just thinking, I guess, out loud. Where do you find peace?
Honestly, the thing for me, you could say within the confines of my home, but I also will find things such as I know when I participate in, I would say definitely meditation at practices, that's definitely where I get a chance to basically reset my mind and just for a moment, for however moment, just turn the world off and just recharge my mind and just be able to the point where you could just to maintain your health and sanity.
Right. You can find peace in, like I said, little spaces. I mean, it sounds crazy, and I didn't think I would be willing to admit it. But in the morning time, when I get up, and I'm, taking a shower, washing up, whatever, I'm in the bathroom with the door closed, and that's my prayer closet, kind of. I go in there, and I listen to my different motivational podcasts, and your dad knows not to interrupt me. That's like my personal time, my personal space. So you can find little personal spaces of tranquility anywhere in your home. What's the next wellness tips?
The next wellness tips are making a positive impact on the environment. Everybody knows that simple recycling tasks such as bringing a coffee mug instead of using a disposable cups can be your way of helping the environment, at least for a starting point. Also, making your community a better place. In your own environment, adding potted plants is a good starting point. Or you can go around your neighborhood to help clean up garbage. And finally, foster healthy relationships in your home. Healthy interactions within your residence can help with developing a healthy comfort level and environmental well being.
Exactly. So, in our current state, you live as a single grown man by yourself, but it's important. And do you look forward to me coming over to be with you and hang out on Sundays?
Yes.
That's important, right?
Mhm.
To have the interaction, whether it be with family or friends, and um, that's what home is about. That's what having a comfortable, healthy home is about. Having the things around you that you like and the people, right?
Mhm.
So, Kyrie, let's talk about the benefits of environmental wellness. You go first.
Benefits of environmental wellness include feelings of calmness and relaxation, having pride in your surroundings, and also having harmony with nature.
And then we kind of just talked about this deeper relationships with friends and family, finding tranquility in the environment, and involvement in the community. This is why we even do this podcast, right?
Mhm.
We're trying to teach the community what they may not have learned in school. Because I know I didn't learn this in school. I learned this in my grown up life. But being involved in your community is a greater sense of pride, and it creates a greater environment for you to live in and exist in. Anything about your community you would like to change for the better?
I would say definitely help. Going back to what you said about helping it become a bit cleaner.
Yeah, being cleaner, right?
Mhm.
Everybody taking their opportunity to take care of their space and making the neighborhood nicer to live in. I agree. Well, Kyrie, this episode went quick.
Yes, and I also wanted to mention that really that with this episode that we covered all the 8 dimensions of wellness that we started several months back, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the road for us. As we've said earlier, that we use the 8 dimensions of wellness as a template for what we're doing here. So what we're doing from this point forward, we will find articles within the 8 dimensions that we will talk about, and that will be our basis of this podcast.
So this was the eighth dimension. We
Yeah.
covered them all. Oh my God, give me some. We started this in January, right?
Yes.
And I can tell you that, well, let's take a step back. I started the Faith at Work Messages YouTube channel in 2020 when we were knee deep in COVID. Okay. And I was getting on by myself. And then I don't know, it just came to me that this will be a good outlet for Kyrie to express himself because he has some great perspectives for someone in his generation. And so we started this in January, and here we are in September. We've done all 8 dimensions, and we're going to go back.
Okay. You say 8 dimensions in 8 months.
Wow. And he has come to me and said we should do more episodes more often, right?
Yes, I was suggesting maybe we could do, I would say twice a month is a healthy one because obviously we have our own schedules and what we're doing. So I think twice is good enough. I was thinking maybe originally my idea was maybe the beginning of the month and the end of the month, but then I realized let's alter that. Maybe I would say the second and fourth week of the month will be reasonable for us to be able to get together and do what we're doing.
And I have to give him much credit for one, finding the articles, two, creating the PowerPoint presentation. And I'm the only thing that I do for these episodes, because this has become a great outlet for him and for us. The only thing I do is a little copy editing. And then of course we talk together. So it's not just me, it's him too. So having said all that, we hope you've enjoyed the episodes thus far, and we appreciate you tuning in for the 8 dimensions that we presented so far, and that we're going to continue to share information because there's so much information out there that can help the folks that we reach out to, that we connect with. And if you have any questions, most definitely let us know. I don't know if I've ever said on our episodes, but I am a certified wellness coach, and I love working with clients who want to find balance. I mean, I continually work on finding balance for myself, don't you?
Yes.
And so the things that we offer in our business ministry are all related to wellness and trying to be better people and teach other people to be better. When we learn, we teach. So thank you so much for tuning in thus far. Any final words for you?
No, it's just although we've wrapped up the 8 dimensions, we're far from over, and so just stay tuned for the next episode.
God bless you. Thank you once again. Bye bye for now.
Bye.